Oh, I think I need to turn this down. Okay. I'm gonna see how this works, because if I don't get anybody showing up on my live, I'm gonna shut this mother effer down. Seriously. Okay. Or I might be like, F it, I'm gonna talk anyway. Either way, it's going on my channel, so what's that? Okay. Okay. Excuse the bags. Okay. But yes, skin. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If it looks like I'm tired, it's because I am. But like in a awake kind of way, which is weird. So yeah. I see that I have one person on tonight. Who is it? Because I can't tell. I haven't went live publicly in on my channel in years, like years. I don't even know who you are, and you just gonna hop off the live? That's ghetto. Don't be ghetto. Um. Anyway, where was I going with this? Yeah, I haven't been on live in years on my YouTube channel. And I want to make it a thing again. I used to go live for like no reason. It was so much easier. I was able to speak what's on my mind, be candid, um, which was a good and bad thing. So one day they decided that you had to have a certain amount of followers in order to go live. So I wasn't able to go live anymore. And then recently I realized I can go live again. So yeah. But most of my videos in the beginning of my YouTube journey was done during live. They were all live streams. Cause like I had like a terrible phone. I looked like I was super ugly. Like you couldn't even tell how I looked because the phone was so bad. But the quality of the picture and video and audio quality was crazy. So I looked like a completely different person than I do now, or in person. Um, but yeah, so I don't know what I was saying. I don't know where I was going with it. I do, but I just decided I don't want to continue. I get like that sometimes. But yeah, it's been a minute to wrap it up because I digress. I am sipping some Chardonnay tonight. Um, and I just came here to vibe, speak what's on my mind, be unfiltered, be raw. Um, yeah, that's what it's going to give tonight. Um, you know, on a surface level type of way. So, for starters, I want to talk about this thing that I posted earlier on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. Um, it's about love bombing, okay? And I want to read you guys the description of it because I want everyone to be clear what the definition says in Google when you look it up, okay? And I advise you to check it out for yourself, okay? Don't just take my word for it. Any information you receive, I don't care where it comes from, always trace the source, okay? Always trace the source, always follow up, always look for reviews, and, you know, do your due diligence in applying that bit of information or new education to you. Don't just take a Facebook post for it or my YouTube post for it. Like, go and do your own research and determine for yourself what you feel is accurate, okay? So with that being said, my channel is Christy's Unpopular Opinions. All of this is my opinion based, and anything that I say that is not a direct quote or line from me is definitely for fair use only. I do not own any copyrights to any music you may hear, phrases you may hear, none of that. Like, I'm just using this for fair use for my YouTube channel. That is it, and that is all to vocally express my thoughts. So, love bombing is the action or practice of lavishing someone with attention or affection, especially in order to influence or manipulate them. And then they have like, they use it in a sentence. Cults often use tactics like love bombing to lure new members. So this word stands out to me because I recently just heard it for the first time in years. Recently just heard it used, and it's not when Megan used it. Like I heard it like a couple of weeks ago. And off the bat I didn't realize what that word meant, like I didn't realize what the word meant, but at the same time it was like common sense because that's exactly what it's giving. Love bombing. Okay. So love bombing has different signs and different layers and different actions, but the one that I want to talk to you guys tonight, especially for a single woman, is being cognizant of love bombing when it comes to the dating scene, and not getting caught up into being a hopeless romantic and going with the flow and that sort of thing. So with love bombing, that particularly is a red flag, a warning sign for me to back away. Is a warning sign or a red flag. So when it's a red flag, it's definitely when someone is deliberately doing it to be manipulative, I guess, in the sense. Either way you put it, that's always going to be the baseline of it. Somebody's going to be doing it to be manipulative, to manipulate them, or as the definitions say, manipulate and lure, that person to, accept you and have you in their lives and fall in love with you, or whatever personal or romantic or whatever gain it was. That's what it's going to be. So particularly, that's how, you view it. And for me, when it comes to men that move in that direction, like just apply too much pressure. You don't pay attention to the facts. Single woman, been single for over 3 years, has 4 children, haven't been dating in years. Like, she's new to this. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Okay. Like, no, like, pay attention, be aware. A woman like me, don't find a man that is saying I love you very early on, like unless we agreed to say it for fun, no cap. But like if you're seriously like saying like, oh, I love you, I want to marry you, you're getting your name tatted, and we just met, like I'm not even gonna go there. I was gonna in reference myself, but that's neither here nor there. Either way, like just doing all this stuff in a very, very short time frame. Like we just met. Like literally it hasn't even been a week. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like in my personal experience of dating or, trying to date and talking to somebody, they literally don't last longer than a week in my life. Like, if a man lasts longer than a month, I'm gonna start looking at him differently, in a good way. Funny in a good way, because men don't even last a week. So if it make it to a month, then I'll be like, okay, now this is a little bit longer than what I'm used to. Okay. But in my defense, God, he blocks and stops anything that is not of his will, you know, despite what my heart desire, and in reference to what my heart desires. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want what's real and what's right. I want what's in the will of God at the end of the day. And if that's not going to be the case, I definitely made it clear to God to remove it immediately. I don't want no parts of that. So that is more than likely why, people don't last long than a week of talking to me. because that's what it is. It's what it's given. That, you know, like, and then I'm not saying like, oh, it's just me cutting somebody off, because I get rejected too. You know what I'm saying? But it just be oddly enough when I actually do sit down and go to God about this person. Like, okay, like I really like this person. Now I'm going to start praying about this person. Because, you know somebody really F with you or care about you or love you when they pray about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be talking to somebody all day. You know, generally I have general prayer. But if I take some personal time to pray for you and over you, as, you know, someone that is a potential, someone that has entered my life and that I feel like I'm vibing with, like, okay, God, like, I'm feeling him, let me see where this is going, you know, like, if this is your will, Lord, you know, let me know, like, keep allowing it to flow, whatever, very next day, over. So it's like, thank you, God, for protecting me, but at the same time, dang, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. That feels so much better. That feels so much better. My hair needs to be done so bad. I am waiting for my favorite hair product to retwist my locks with, that I have been using since 2019. I'm waiting for it to arrive, and it comes from another country. So yeah,